But what I want to do is run through this a little bit, sing the melody to establish the chord progression and where the notes are, and then we're going to take a look at how simple it is to play the blues and a few things about harmony theory the easy way. Big Mama, where did you go last night? Big Mama, where did you go last night? I don't know, but you stayed all night. Big Mama, what did you do last night? Big Mama, what did you do last night? I don't know, I bet you did it right. This is where you get off. We're going to see if we can do that again. If we missed it. You can't hardly play down there, but you can do it up here. Hey, the hand just to be able to play. Oh, now I've got a new career. Now, none of you have ever heard that song before. That's why I did this. And if you had to go home, if you like this little, I like this one. It's sort of catchy, and I picked up on that, so I had to write some words to it. But let's go back and review real quickly with this little song we've been talking about. First of all, what key's this song in? What's the first chord? E. Key of E. Now, what does that tell us? We're looking at E, A, and B. E, A, and B7. Now we know the chords. And that's what you've got. I use two fingers to cover three strings, so sometimes that looks a little weird, but there's your A, the D, and the E, the A, and the B7 is the key. So the song was in the key of E. And then your A and your B7. Now, we know that, so if you know the chords, then you can start following along playing rhythm. You wouldn't have to know much more, but at least you can sit there and be going along with the thing. Now, the other thing you have to learn is the scale. That will tell you all the melody notes. And you don't have to watch or hear and then try to memorize and then go home and 2 hours later try to figure it out from memory. What was the key, what was the scale, and what position were they in, and basically where were they, and that'll tell you something. The melody in this song is Big Mama, what were you doing last night? And that's the E scale. So I only got 3 notes basically in that whole song. Well, you don't have to memorize much on that. It was a matter of keeping the chord down and getting it. So there was your melody note on those 3, just on those 3 notes. The other thing is that there's a harmony note. Okay, harmony theory is a very complex subject and you need a degree in it to do a lot of studying. But the simple rule is, what was the chord? Because probably that harmony note is going to be a chord tone. Well, if I took the C chord up here and barred it and moved it down, right here I've got E. And there's the top 2 strings of that E chord. So I'm just playing the top 2 strings of an E chord. I'm getting a G sharp and a B, 2 notes of the chord. So that was all that's about. Now, a while ago we mentioned the fact that you've got a basic chord, and we can put a 7th on it. It becomes a dominant 7th chord, like this would be E7. Oh boy. got to go somewhere. It can't stay there. This song, the other part, all I'm doing is adding that note and that note. And they are C sharp and F sharp. Well, if we go to E real quick, you're in the key of E, and I want to look at the keyboard. Drop this expensive guitar over to me. It's valuable. If you, in the diatonic scale, the notes would be E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. When you get to 8, you're back to 1. You only have a 7-note scale. But in chord construction, we continue counting into another octave so we can add additional tones. And so if we got to 8, this would become 8. This becomes 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I just keep counting on. So if I'm playing an F sharp, a C sharp here, I'm playing a 6, and when I play the G sharp, I got a 9. There is your C sharp, and there's that one. So we're just adding extended chords. Then hammering on. I'm taking that third of that chord and hammering it on up there. That almost sounds country. If you want to play this in a blues, change it just a little bit, get a different sound, and you had somebody that was playing rhythm for you, we could take these same 3 notes and play them up here. I'm just moving them over a string and finding them down here. So this tone is there and this tone is down here. Okay, I don't have any fret markers on here, so I'm guessing where a lot of this stuff is. But anyway, this is the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we come over there and we should go, Big Mama, what were you doing last night? Still doesn't sound too bluesy. In blues, they play with a lot of emotion, and they have to control what few notes they have. And that was the hard thing for me to learn, because I just beat the guitar, and if something came out of it, I was happy. But those old boys, when they're playing blues, they've learned to manipulate the notes they play to get expression. So there are expression tools that we use in there. And if I want to really get some expression in that, I will use this. That sounds better than... So you get that. Now I can be very mad. There's expression. What we do is, one of them is a bent note. This is the tone I want down here on that Big Mama, but I don't want to reach up there. I'm going to take and bend this up to it. This is a whole step here, 2 frets. So I'm going from a whole step up to this note. That's the note I want. If I come back here and push far enough, now I can get a bent note, and that's a whole step bend. That's pretty easy on these electric guitars. You get one like this, you're up here under the string. So, and that brings you to a...
Very good. I can play Rachmaninoff. C sharp. Many pages of it, but I cannot pick up on that. Very good.
Well, come back again. We'll do it again someday. So in blues, they use a bent note. Remember I said they have guitars that are not in tune? Well, they learned to play that way, and they made a living out of even intentionally not playing a note in tune. When you get good guitars, they had to learn to fake those bad notes they played all their life. And they did that by bending out of tune. It's not quite up there. And the other thing you do is stop the note so it doesn't ring. It's a staccato note or a double stop or a stop note. And what I'm doing is simply dropping my thumb back down on that string. Wrong pitch. Kill it. Gives you a punch. Big Mama, you're mad. You know,